morning friends. Last period we see construction and working of the sonometer. Now we have to see the use of this sonometer to verify the laws of vibrating string. That is verification of laws of vibrating string by using sonometer. There are three laws of the vibrating string, of which we have to verify first the first law of vibrating string, that is law of length, that is N is inversely proportional to L. Now in order to verify the first law of length, we have to measure, we have to determine the mass per unit length of the wire, that is small m is equal to capital M upon L. Total mass of the wire and total length of the wire is measured, and hence we have to determine the mass per unit length of the wire, which is kept constant. Later on we have to produce a suitable tension in the wire by keeping slotted weight in the hanger, that is T is the suitable weight in the hanger. Now we have to keep the tension applied to the string and mass per unit length, that is linear density of the wire, is kept constant. Initially we have to take a tuning fork of known frequency N1, for which we have to find the vibrating length of the wire which is unison with, which having the same frequency as that of the extra frequency of the tuning fork. That means we know N1 and that length is L1. L1 is measured between these two bridges by using the method of resonance, and we have to find the product of N1 and L1 by using the resonance method. Later on we have to take the set of tuning forks having frequencies N2, N3, N4 and so on, and the corresponding vibrating lengths are measured as L1, L2, L3 and so on. Means we take the set of tuning forks having different frequencies N1, N2, N3 and so on. The corresponding vibrating lengths are measured as L1, L2, L3, L4 and so on. It is found that, it is experimentally found that the product N1, L1 is equal to N2, L2 is equal to constant. Means this product of the vibrating length and the frequency, in each case we get constant. From this we can write N into L is equal to constant. But when the tension applied to the string and mass per unit length, that is linear density of the string, is kept constant, means the product N into L is equal to constant, or we can say that N is inversely proportional to L. That is the frequency of vibration, the fundamental frequency of vibration of the string is inversely proportional to the vibrating length of the wire, tension applied to the string and mass per unit length is kept constant, and this with the help of this we can verify the first law of vibrating string. Now in order to verify the second law of vibrating string, we have to keep the mass per unit length, that is linear density of the wire, is kept constant, and the vibrating length L is kept constant, that is M and L is kept constant. Now we have to change the different tensions. We have to apply different tensions as T1, T2, T3 and so on to stretch the wire, and the same length is made to vibrate in unison with the frequencies N1, N2, N3 and so on. It is found that the ratio N1 upon under root of T1 is equal to N2 upon under root of T2, N3 upon under root of T3, and can be written as N1 upon under root of T1 is equal to N2 upon under root of T2 is equal to constant. As this ratio, that is frequency of the tuning fork and the square root of the tension, is always we get constant. Therefore, in general, we can write N upon under root of T is equal to constant. Or we can write N is directly proportional to square root of the tension applied to the string if mass per unit length and the vibrating length of the string is kept constant, and this is the verification of the second law of vibrating string.
10.
For the verification of the third law of the vibrating string, we have to take two wires of different linear densities. M1 and M2 are taken. The tension applied to the string is kept constant. A tuning fork of known frequency is taken and the first wire having linear density M1 is set into vibration in unison with the tuning fork of frequency N, and it is found that the vibrating length is noted, that is L is noted, and the vibrating length L1 is noted, and the mass linear density M1 is noted. Later on, the second wire having linear density M2 is set into vibration for the same tuning fork is in unison, and the corresponding vibrating length L2 is measured, L2 is determined, L2 is noted. It is found that the product L1 under root of M1 is equal to L2 under root of M2. As the frequency of vibration is inversely proportional to the length, therefore, as the frequency is inversely proportional to L, therefore, the frequency of vibration N is inversely proportional to the square root of mass per unit length. This is the verification of the third law of vibrating string.